here?
Oh, Man City. I think if Man City don't win, it's going to be difficult for them to win the league title. They've got tougher fixtures in the running than Arsenal, but I think if they could win this, the momentum and what it would do to Arsenal mentally, I think Arsenal find it really difficult to recover.
Arsenal have Kai Havertz, they have Martin Odegaard as well. What they don't want to do is spend 90 minutes inviting City onto them, because they did that particularly in the second half of the League Cup final, and they couldn't get out.
Yeah, they need to perform totally different to what they did in the League Cup final. They need to obviously come out, put Man City. The Man City defence is a defence to be able to get at. They've obviously got goals in there, the Arsenal team, but again, they'll be a little bit cagey. A draw's a great result for Arsenal. Obviously, a win's perfect, but as I said, the emphasis is all on Man City to come out of the blocks and take the game to Arsenal.
And the momentum is always City, isn't it, because of the football they're playing at the moment?
Yeah, of course. And listen, we're talking about two teams who play sort of almost contrasting styles, really. So it'll be really interesting when I get down to this media room at the Hill Dickinson. How they both set up. Can't wait to watch it.
There's a very determined face there in Erling Haaland. City are unchanged for this from their last game, and they also have the impetus, don't they, City, of the players that they brought in the January transfer window.
Big game of spark. Obviously, Semenyo's come in, obviously Gay as well, so they'd strengthen the squad to try and have a little bit of a go at Arsenal, because at that point I think Arsenal they'd pretty much won the league, but they've clawed it back, and it's going to be a massive game this afternoon.
And they're out in the sunshine in Manchester. Thank you both, here at Gary Neville and Peter Drury.
A beautiful, bright day, a terrific prospect. The game to which a season has built. Pressure, privilege, the grand occasion. It feels special. City with momentum and growing menace. Arsenal still with the lead and with 2 decades of pent-up desire. And one of them will be champions. Well, Manchester City and Pep, of course, are habitual champions, and theirs is a settled winning side. Of today's 11, only Gigi Donnarumma didn't start the Wembley win against Arsenal last month. Nico O'Reilly, the hero of that day, is past fit after an early exit at Chelsea a week ago. For Bernardo Silva, it's the first of 4 games he has left in this stadium. The entertainer Ryan Cherki is a likely centre of attention one way or another after his League Cup final juggling. And Erling Haaland has scored in City's last 3 league games against Arsenal. And there's plenty on the City bench, of course. John Stones included today. Mateo Kovacic drops out of last weekend's 20. For Mikel Arteta's selection, it's a rather more complex business. David Raya in goal is at least a point of certainty, seemingly destined for another Golden Glove. This back 4 kept sporting out on Wednesday. Gabriel, a scorer on this ground last season. The headline news, captain Martin Odegaard is back for a first Premier League start in nearly 3 months. And Kai Havertz, whose last league goal was against City 14 months ago, will lead the attack, which leaves Victor Gyökeres on the Arsenal bench. For the second time in a month, a high-stakes embrace, a handshake which amounts to an arm wrestle for control. Guardiola has never lost a home game against Arsenal. Arteta has never been more hungry to beat him. On a day, Gary, which we keep being told is actually about players.
It is. Which players are going to turn up more often than not? Those blue shirts have over the years, serial winners. And Arsenal have been here now a few times, some of those lads, and they've fallen at the final hurdle. So how are they going to change our view of them today?
Once in a blue moon, a game of this nature. Arsenal and Manchester City, 2 clubs who have known the great climactic games. Michael up for grabs, Thomas. Overmars and Wiltord at Old Trafford. Vincent Kompany. Aguero with 1,000 O's. Today this one is not conclusive. 50 games and more still to be played in this Premier League season. But for all that, this is the one. How long has this day been ringed in the diary? It is rare, it is to be enjoyed, it is the stage for the greatest players in the Premier League. City win and they have the impetus for a neck-and-neck sprint to the line. Arsenal win and tonight they are boss. And here is how it plays out. With Rodri rising first, Semenyo getting a touch. Return from Martin Odegaard could be key for Arsenal. And Capier at the back of the impish Doku, who's always a threat.
Yeah, and they're really interested in that one.